hails you and offers you labourers for cheap. Yes, I would be willing to buy a slave. Don't judge me. Hello one and all, Mickey here. We are back with the Quick Look series. This time it's going to be an older game. FTL is one of my favourite games. I played it for a very long time, unlocking its secrets. In a way, it is a very similar game to something like Hand of Fate or The Binding of Isaac. A roguelike of sorts, if you can call it that, where the journey is semi-non-linear, and like Hand of Fate, each area is separated into a floor, or in this case, a region of space, at which point, when you get to the end, you move on to the next region of space. But here you potentially get a choice which of the next 2 or 3 regions of space you want to go to. But besides that broad description of how the game plays out, this is a spaceship captain game. As can be seen here, this is your ship. There is a large variety of them, each with different weapons, different rooms and subsystems, different crewmen with different abilities. This one being the human one, bog standard, with missiles being that they always pierce shields, and a burst laser, which any kind of energy weapon has to actually break through the shield, and the shields regenerate. And these are our subsystems, which I'll explain in more detail when we get into a game, but I am tempted not to go for the boring bog standard Kestrel, or even its variant, and go for something a bit more crazy. Yeah, I'm thinking one of the Mantis ships. The Mantis are aliens that deal double damage during combat, but repair twice as slowly, but also move 25% more quickly. Or being more specific, and importantly correct, not double damage, 1.5 damage, and not 25% extra movement speed, it's 20% extra movement speed. But I was right about the halved repair speed. And they have an NG crewman, which is the complete opposite, whose repair speed is doubled, but combat damage is halved. All of the aliens have different abilities like that. Like the Slug can telepathically see into the enemy ship, and you'll be able to see where the crewmen are, even if you don't have sensors powerful enough. And also their abilities might give you a special blue option in an encounter. The Rock have 50% extra health, are immune to fire, and their movement speed is halved. Humans are boring. The Lanius are new to the Captain's Edition version of the game. There was an expansion, and they were added in it. They drain oxygen from the room, they move more slowly, and they don't take damage in an oxygen-free environment. So you can see how tactics can begin to arise when you've got stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to cover each of the aliens, because I don't think we're going to encounter every single one of them, but I think I will go for the Mantis ship. And I'm torn between these guys, with a small bomb and a basic laser, or go all out bonkers crazy with these two, and no weapons. I'd like to repeat that. No weapons. We don't have any weapons. The only way to kill the enemy is to board their ship, which is why we have a 4-room transporter, as opposed to the other Mantis ship, which only has a 2-room transporter, which means you can only transport 2 crewmen at a time. As you can see, 4 rooms can have 4 people in them, and 2 rooms can only have 2. This is a 4-room transporter. It is very, very rare. Most ships, when they upgrade their systems, the transporter will be installed into a small room like this, so only 2 people can transport at a time. But this ship is designed to go aboard the enemy ship and just tear them apart. And when you capture an enemy ship, no, you don't actually get to keep it, but you do get more resources from the encounter. More fuel and money and missiles and drones, and even potentially new crewmen that you might find stowed away, or weapons from the ship being undamaged. So you know what? Screw it. I think I'm going to go with this. It puts us in a very, very difficult position because there are some ships that are drones and they're unmanned, so destroying them is going to be very, very, very difficult, but why not, right? And of course it's going to be hard mode. I mean, is there another setting in games? I don't, let me cover that up. I'm covering it with my hand. Cover Mickey, post Mickey, edits Mickey, cover that up. There is no easy or normal mode. To be fair, I only played it in normal mode. Hard was added in the Captain's Edition expansion pack. So I actually stopped playing before the Captain's Edition came out. So I haven't actually completed in hard mode. You get less resources and the encounters are more difficult, obviously. So I haven't completed in hard mode. I doubt I'm going to complete it in hard mode. It's easy in normal mode. Once you know what you need to do to defeat the boss, you know what equipment you'll need. But hard mode, I don't think I'm going to manage it. I wasn't really that big a fan of the Captain's Edition, much like Don't Starve's expansion, Reign of Giants, which added 4 seasons instead of 2. I didn't really like that. I like the binary nature of hoarding in the summer and then struggling to survive in the winter, but they changed the old summer to be spring, then they added summer where you have to deal with getting too hot and fires breaking out everywhere, and autumn where it rains all the time and you have to deal with depression. Fun clay entertainment, real fun. FTL, one of the reasons why I don't like its expansion, they added a bunch of subsystems, including these aliens themselves and the ships that you might encounter. That's why I've got none of the achievements unlocked for them, because I haven't played it. A bunch of new weapons as well, including chain weapons, where the more you fire them in an encounter, the quicker the recharge, but it's the subsystems that they added that I don't like. The first being the cloning bay, which is a replacement for the medical bay. You can only have one or the other. And the cloning bay, as long as the cloning bay is online when somebody dies, they get cloned back at the cloning bay and they just lose a little bit of experience they've gained. Yes, your crewmen can gain experience based on piloting, recharging weapons, recharging shields, keeping the engine running, repairing stuff, doing damage, so on and so on, stuff like that. But if the cloning bay is offline when they die, then they are lost and they don't come back. And also, without a medical bay, it means you don't heal. You only heal like 15 health between every encounter when you jump to the next encounter. I just don't like how the cloning bay works. And I hate how it works on the enemy ship, because it means before you'd kill a crewman on the enemy ship and you'd like, hey, awesome, maybe I've got an opportunity to kill all the crewmen and leave the ship intact. But this is like, oh no, the crewman's back. Oh, it's back again. And yet it's back again. The only way to kill all the crewmen on a ship that has a cloning bay is kill them all and then damage the cloning bay until it's in the red. Then it'll give you a victory condition for that encounter, which I really don't like how that works. Next up is hacking. You target an enemy system, and as long as your subsystem has power, which yes, you have to deal with power allocation, the enemy system that you're targeting intermittently goes offline. The reason why I don't like that is because you have no way of dealing with it besides dealing damage to the subsystem itself. I don't like that. At least with weapons, there are different ways of dealing with it. With defense drones, increasing your shields, increasing your dodge. Hacking is just like target an enemy system, disable it. And I think that's kind of a bit rubbish. Likewise, the other system, which is very similar to this that they added, was mind control, which does exactly what it says in the tin. Target an enemy, mind control them, they start damaging the room that they're in. And you can't stop it again unless you damage the subsystem, which I don't like because there's no way to avoid it. You can't increase your dodge or your shields or have any other kind of defenses. It's just activate it and mind control them. Then how long the mind control lasts depends on how upgraded that subsystem is. But in the meantime, you can't do anything about it. So yeah, I wasn't really a fan of what they added in the FTL Captain's Edition expansion. And no guys, this is without mods, or at least there are a couple of mods, visual mods. One is a UI interface that you'll see at some point, and another just changed a few backgrounds to make them look, I don't know, snazzier. But that's about all I've got installed in terms of mods. There are a lot of good mods out there that remix stuff, add new ships, weapons, aliens, stuff like that. But yeah, this will be a mod-free run for the most part. I think we should go with the Basilisk, no weapons, 2 crewmen, a 4-man room transporter, and we'll call it Big Sky. And our crewmen are going to be Crimson Heart and Juan Luque, I want to say. I hope I'm not slaughtering that name. I have to add their name without space because otherwise it only shows a surname. So there are 2 crewmen. You can rename crewmen, but only here when you get them out in the game. You can't rename them, which is a bit of a shame. But hey, those are going to be our 2 viewers. Anybody else we get will just be random named characters. One last thing I'd like to add is the option to disable the expansion pack, which I cannot believe I've been calling it Captain's Edition all this time. I'm pretty sure Captain's Edition is a mod. The expansion was actually called Advanced Edition, as can be seen here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Captain's Edition was a total conversion for this game, but like Don't Starve, it is very nice that the devs added the option to disable the content in case you don't like it, which I appreciate it, but you know, we are going to play with it on. So it's going to be hard mode. We've got our 2 crewmen, no weapons, defensive drone, a boarding drone, and mantis pheromones, which allow us to move an extra 25% faster on top of their movement speed being 1.2. So enough talk, time to deploy Big Sky. And here we are. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next, but get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. And I think this mod is part of the mod manager that I've got installed, so yeah, why not grab a bit of resources, 22 money. I'm good to go. This is our ship, Big Sky. We need someone at the helm or we will have no dodge chance. Your dodge chance is in the top left. It is evasion, 15%. All weapons have a 100% chance to hit. There's none of this crap with different weapons have different chances to hit. It is always 100%. If your ship isn't moving, weapons will always hit your ship. Without somebody captaining the ship, our dodge chance goes down to 0 and every single shot will hit us. And also, somebody manning the engines will also increase our dodge chance, I believe by 5%, yeah, by 5%. Now the experience that they gain, as you can see here, will go up the more they succeed in doing whatever it is they're doing, so every dodge they get will increase this by 1, next level out of 15. They can upgrade twice for each level they get, and I believe it gives them an extra, I want to say between 2 and 5% dodge chance, which might not sound like a lot, but remember that's for the captain's room and the engine room, on top of upgrading the engine itself to have more dodge there as well. well. So these are our systems: the helm, the controls, the con. Then we've got the engines, which don't need to be manned, but I prefer if they would. Drone control doesn't need to be manned, but I need to make sure it's functional and not damaged, otherwise these drones will go offline. The more a room is upgraded, the more damage a subsystem can take. So for example, our teleporters are only upgraded once, so any damage it takes, damaging it by 1 pip will mean that it's offline entirely. Whereas this drone room is upgraded 3 times. Unfortunately, we need all 3 pips of power for the boarding drone to work, but not the defense drone. So for example, if I activated the defense drone, then the drone room can take 1 pip of damage, and the defense drone will still be running, so it only requires 2. Then we've got the shields. Again, it can take damage incrementally, and each pair of pips count for 1 shield layer. So we've got 2 pairs, which means we have 2 layers of shields, and they recharge quite quickly. They'll recharge faster if we have somebody in the shield room, but I prefer to increase our dodge chance. Then we've got weapons. This functions exactly how the drone room does. You need power in the weapon system, enough for a weapon to work, and also turn auto fire on. So if a burst laser requires 2 power, and you have 3 pips of power, like with the drone room, you can take 1 pip of damage, and the burst laser will still be working. And if you have 2 weapons that both require 2 power, say 2 burst lasers, and we have 5 pips of power, we can take 1 pip of damage before one of them will go offline. If we take another pip of damage, there won't be enough power to charge the second weapon, because it goes in this order of priority. So this weapon will always try to stay online as long as there's power, and these weapons will lose power first. Then we have got the sensor suite. This allows us to see into the enemy ship. At level 1, we can just see where the rooms are. At level 2, we can see where the crewmen are, and at level 3, I believe we can see where power's allocated and how much health the enemy has and stuff like that. But I can just put somebody into the sensor suite, and it will give it that extra pip, because this room can be manned, and that'll allow us to see into the enemy ship. In fact, do that. You go as captain, you go as sensor officer, I guess. Juan? Yeah, Juan, sensor officer. You can go there. Crimson Heart, you are going to be the captain for now. Probably won't last long. You're technically both boarding crew, even though one's captain, the other one's science officer. Then we've got medical bay. It is a 4-block room, but even so, it technically only fits 3 people in there. Here, here, and there. Guys, back to your rooms. Nope, other way around. And in fact, let's set this to be your default positions. Set position, and then we can tell you to go back there just with this little button, which is really handy. I think they added this in the expansion, I think. Next room is a transporter. Doesn't need to be manned. Just go there, and then this will light up if there's a ship available to transport onto, and you can even transport enemies off of your ship and back onto theirs. No, you can't transport them into space, which is annoying, although I'm glad you can't, because then they do that to you. But I do wonder if you can transport them onto yours. That'd be interesting. But yeah, back to positions. Then we have got door control. Again, Juan, come down here, I need you to demonstrate. Door control, as long as it's active, allows us to open and close doors. That's about it. Now you might think, why bother? Well, say for example, there's a fire here. Then vent out the rooms into space. As you can see, it's getting pinker and pinker. And then once it's crossed out, there is no more oxygen in this room. And when you go in there, you will take damage. But it's good for putting out fires. When there's nobody here, go heal up. When there's nobody here to deal with it, but it also means that these rooms have to re-oxygenate from the next room that we'll get to in a second. You can also do these controls. This opens up all the doors internally. This is handy when you want to equalize the oxygen across the ship much more quickly, or God forbid you click it again. That opens up the airlocks, which you don't really want to do. Let's just let everything equalize again. But having someone in the door control will make it act like it's level 2 doors. Like with the sensor suite, let's close the doors, you can now see they're grey and not orange. Which means when an enemy teleports onto your ship, they now have to break through your doors. The doors automatically repair themselves, I think at the end of the encounter or when they move on to the next room, but it is useful to stop them from just moving wherever they want to, because otherwise, like this, they can move as freely in your ship as you can. And then yeah, lastly, there is oxygen. The higher the level this is, the quicker your oxygen will get resupplied, and the more damage it can take before you'll start suffocating. So as you can see, oxygen level is 100, disable it, and the oxygen content is going down. Let's keep it powered, eh? This is handy for battles that you think you're going to lose unless you have that extra pip of power, but I would prefer not. You can very quickly get into the habit of ending a mission with like 30 oxygen, then not waiting for it to regenerate or get resupplied. In the next battle, going straight there, and then you try that tactic again, and you quickly realise your ship is out of oxygen and everybody dies. So, everybody to their positions. This is our reactor. These are our main systems. These are our subsystems. We can potentially buy more, including things like cloak, mind control, hacking, stuff like that. These are our crew. We can have to a maximum of 8, which I could have sworn it was to a maximum of 7. I wonder if they changed that in the not Captain's Edition, Advanced Edition. Then our equipment. So this is our augmentation, increased movement speed, but I think we have covered enough. Let's just get going. We have 16 fuel, which means we can make 16 jumps. We have 15 drone parts, which means we can deploy drones 15 times. And we have no missiles, but it doesn't make a difference because we don't have any weapons. This is the map, like with Hand of Fate, where you're placed down a board and you have to make your way to the exit. Here, you know where the exit is, and you can see how far you can move. And the game is kind enough to actually show you how far you can move. In the original game, it didn't show you how far you could move at the next point, which is very difficult when you're planning your journey, and say, for example, you go here, and it turns out this path can't be jumped, and you have to go the long way around. And also, all the adjacent pips that you can jump to gets revealed whether there is a shop or a distress beacon there. Distress beacon means there is always an event there. Higher sensor levels, I believe, also show you if there are ships in that region, which can be enemy or not. And you have to get the exit before you can see these lines here. This is how far the rebel fleet, because yet the rebel army is coming to get you, will jump each turn. They're not going to appear for the first couple of turns until, as you can see, turn 3, that's where they're going to be. And this is one of the mods that I installed. It actually shows where they're going to be. So at turn 12, I have to be at the exit, because turn 13, they're going to have the exit covered, and then I'm going to have to fight them to get out, which will apply any pip that you're on. Now, I do prefer to go to, say, for example, this pip, because then I can see if there are any shops or distress beacons on the adjacent pips, but let's just head to this distress beacon and use it on fuel going there. Here we are. You have encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as if it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone is on board, and its communications seem to be down. Okay, key advice. Anytime you risk your crew can die. It sounds simple, but it's how it is, and you need to be very aware of that. It says prepare to board and investigate. That means one of my crewmen will turn up dead, or can turn up dead. Of course, it also means I might get a free crewman. This early on, I'm going to say screw it, let's do this. Later into the campaign, I will not be going and risking my crew. If I lose my crewman this early on, I'll probably just restart, because there is no way that I'm going to be able to do anything with one crewman, one Mantis crewman, and no weapons. Let's do that. Okay, intruders on board. As you approach the ship, the other ship's transporters suddenly power up. I didn't realise it was another ship, maybe I didn't read that. And your decks swarm with now cannibalistic refugees. Wow! Driven mad by lack of food, they have turned to feeding on each other. And now your crew is next. Well, hey, at least I didn't lose anyone. And my crew are Mantis, which means they deal extra damage in combat. So, pause it. We have 2 invaders in the drone room. I could let them deal damage, but I don't want them to, because anytime one of your subsystems gets damaged enough to go into the red and become disabled, you will take hull damage. So hull damage isn't just from taking weapons fire, it's from your systems going offline. So let's stop them. Crimson, Juan, kill him. You should have no trouble whatsoever. Here you can see the health of, who is this? Crimson and Giles are fighting, and Juan and Vincent are fighting. So we should have no problem. 60-50, 40, 38. Yeah, I don't have to worry about this at all. And you're dead. Bye-bye. Let's go heal. If this was any other ship, that could have been trouble, especially the Engie ship, which, you know, they deal half damage in combat. But yeah, if you didn't notice, I can pause at any time to issue orders, which is definitely handy. I wonder if I could just transport them off the ship. I guess I could have just done that, maybe? Back to positions, and let's go. So we've got a store, which I don't really want to go to, although I can't make this jump. I've only got 25 money credits, whatever that is, scrap. So there's not a great deal of point in going to the store. I wish I could go the long way around and then go to the shop, but the rebel fleet is going to be here in turn 7. So 1, 2, 3, wow, and you have to go to this one, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I went the long way around and went back to the shop, the rebel fleet will be here on turn 7. That's a bugger. I guess I will just go the long way around because I don't have any money to spend in the shop. So yeah, let's just go the long way around. And combat. What have we got? Hacking. Seems to have a laser and a beam. Sensors go wild as a nearby pulsar is detected. While you're attempting to recalibrate the FTL drive, a pirate sneaks up on your ship, weapons charging, prepare for a fight. Okay, so they are beginning their hack. they have two weapons, a standard laser, which has to get through our shield to deal damage, and a beam laser, which also has to get through our shield to deal damage. The difference being, the laser does deal damage to the shield, whereas the beam, like most beam weapons, doesn't. So, as long as that hack is not targeting our shield, we are impervious to them. Although I do need to be careful, because the environmental danger in this region is you're close to a pulsar. Periodic waves of electromagnetic energy will disrupt your shields and drones. So I can actually take damage here, because the EMP from the star can also disable my shields. Oh god, they've got an anti-personnel drone. Well, damn. This is going to be a tough fight. You're an NG, right? I think you're an NG. No, god, you're a rock. But they don't have a medical bay. So, oh crap. Let's just go over there. Where are you targeting? Where are you targeting? Doors. Oh! Why would you target doors? This thing about the AI, why would you target doors? Maybe there's something, I've actually tried the hacking, maybe it hacks a random room, but why would you ever hack doors? Why wouldn't you always either hack weapons or shields? I can only assume it is random. So yeah, there's nobody in the sensor suite, so it's gone down to a tier 1 sensor room, and we can't see where they are, but we know there are 4 people here. In fact, can you double check that? Oh, damn it, because the doors are offline. Fine, let's teleport across. Teleport into the weapons. Because there's a rock crewman here, let's just teleport into the weapons. And kill this guy. Now, they don't have a medical bay. But they do have an anti-personnel drone. Which is going to be really, really dangerous. They're firing, they can't get through our shields for now. The EMP's gone off and our shields are down. Oh, crap. Now, I'm not going to be able to kill them on this teleport. In fact... Oh... I'm dead. So, that's the end of this journey. I hope you all had fun, everybody. Why am I dead? Because I need to get back to my ship to use the medical bay to heal up, to come back and kill them, but I can't get back to my ship because they've just targeted the transporters while the shields were down from the EMP. So, I'm dead. Yep, now my crewmen are starting to get injured. Normally, I would just run around their ship. Oh, hell. But yeah, my transports are down. Oh, God, get out there. All I can do is duke them. Oh, God, my shields are offline as well. Okay, I will be stunned if I can do this. Yeah, I know, you're taking damage, I know. Just keep duking them. You can do it. Go over here then. Oh, my ship is so screwed. Get out there quickly! Don't get shot! Come on, we can do this! Somehow, I don't know how we can do this, but we can. Keep duking them. You're on 1 health. Oh my god, get out there quick. All I can do is duke them and hope that I can kill their crew. Come on. Oh, you killed him. Okay, well, the campaign's over. Well, I just killed a crewman. Get out there. And that's it. Try that again. Screw it. We know this. Let's go. Wow. Yeah, until you get 3 crewmen, you're not going to do well. Let's get going. Oh god, here we go. Okay, asteroid field, which means intermittently asteroids will hit your ship depending on its dodge chance. If your dodge chance is 0, as mine will be, crap. Okay, no, okay. Yeah, I was worried because, I'll explain in a second, asteroids will intermittently hit your ship, damaging your shields, and I thought for a second this ship being the Zoltan ship has a supercharger, which is a temporary, once per round, assuming you have their ship, extra layer of shielding. Now, I don't have any weapons to get through it, but we're in an asteroid field, so the asteroid field will actually remove their super shield. We just have to survive long enough. So yeah, pirate ship lying in wait. Yep, let's do this. Activate our defense turret. Juan, get to the sensor suite. Let's see what we're dealing with. What we got? 2 crewmen. Okay, but 1 is a rock. That's kind of dangerous. But we could easily duke them. Oh, and you've got a medical bay as well. Damn it. Okay, we can do this. Get the engines, increase our dodge shots. What weapon you got? You got an EMP and a beam laser. Okay, we're good to go. Nope, not yet. Okay, now we're good to go. Okay, let's do this. Beam onto their ship. Let's go to the... I don't know. I say we kill the rock crewman first, because the captain will be manning the ship. He has to be manning the ship, because he knows if he isn't, they're in trouble. So I guess we kill the rock crewman first. Oh no, the captain is coming. I can only hope we manage to kill them. Okay, he's running. Get after him. Get into the medical bay. Please get him, please get him, get him. Okay, yes, we've killed him. Okay, rock crewman, come back here. We can do this, we can do this. Oh! Oh, damn it! They hit my transporters again. I don't know if it was them or an asteroid that hit my transporters, but as long as my shields are working, we're fine. Okay, rock crewman's here. He's going to make a run on when he gets low, but he moves really slowly, so we should have no trouble killing him. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, awesome. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship. You strip it of useful materials. Got 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 14 scrap. We took 1 point of damage. And also the transporters are damaged. With the transporter damaged and no way to fix it, you take 1 of the enemy's shuttles to return to your own ship. Which is handy, thanks game, but we should be absolutely fine now. Let's repair the medical bay. Why is my drone offline? I guess it got hit by an asteroid? I had my drone up to shoot the asteroids as they were approaching, but it's not particularly good at it. It's more so designed to stop missiles. But you know what? We only took 1 point of damage. I'm going to consider this a win. Crimson, can you go to the captain's captain's chair? Yeah, if you're in a dangerous region, you have to wait for your engines to recharge before you can jump again. That applies when you're in combat as well. If you don't want to do the combat, you have to wait for your engines to recharge before you can just skip the encounter, but the recharge rate depends on the level of your engines, which right now is 1. So not good. But we're fine, we did it, let's move on. Let's move down, I would say, down then across, actually to here, and then we'll spot what these are, and then head up, and then we'll catch a glimpse of what all of these nodes are, so let's head down. So we did okay. It was alright. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. Again, risking crewmen. Why not? You land a small shuttle in an enormous field, whose only occupants are small, brightly coloured, 6-legged, horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Bring some of the creatures on board to sell, or try to communicate with them peacefully. Now, I don't believe in this encounter we lose anyone, but I think there's just a chance that these animals would lead us to another crewman, maybe? Let's find out. You try to communicate in every possible way you can, but they just stand there, silently judging you with their large, expressionless eyes. Damn it, you're prepared to leave. Well, damn. This is, yeah, one of the encounters. It doesn't say what percentage chance there is for you to succeed, but yeah, this is one of the ones where if you succeeded, you'd come across like a crashed escape pod, and that person will join your crew. So, let's move on. Also, if we had a slug crewman who can communicate telepathically, that crewman can talk to those animals rudimentarily using telepathy, and that will guarantee success. That's what's called a blue option. Let's keep going, and go here, and then there, and then, yeah, there, okay. Go to here to the nebula. Transporting to a nebula. Ooh, that is a very good trade. Transporting to a nebula means in this encounter, if there was one, your sensors would be decreased. As you can see, they're offline entirely. But the rebels' advance would be slowed by half. So if you go to 2 nebulas in one map, then you technically would gain an extra turn to be on that map. It's hard to see why, but this beacon is apparently a tourist destination. One of the ships at the small station is offering a deal. 7 fuel for 1 drone part is very, very good. I need the drone parts, I definitely do, but I think fuel sells for like 3, I think, and drone parts sell for about 5 or 6, so it is definitely worth it. Trade, let's keep going. Head up to this one and then down. As you can see, their next turn is cut in half, and going to this one will buy us an entire turn's worth of time. And we've got an encounter. It's a Mantis ship, so we can expect Mantis here, but they don't have a medical bay. What weapons do they have? It looks like a laser, possibly burst laser, I'd imagine, so it fires at least 2 shots. And they've also got a bomb, which passes through shields, regardless of how many shields you've got, and it's only dependent on your ship's dodge chance, of which we'll have none, because we'll be on their ship, and those will be piloting our ship. A Mantis ship hails you through the storm. These are sacred Urgutanug, sure, clan hunting grounds. You are prey. Shields up. Okay, so where are you going? You're going to the weapons. Unfortunately, I cannot use the sensors to see. No. Okay, let's just go and transport over and hope that they only have 2 crewmen. We know for a fact there's going to be one in the command room at the con. Let's go there and try take him out. Now, hopefully we should kill him. Okay, double laser. That won't get through my shields unless the bomb targets my shields. So we should, in theory, win this battle. Oh god, no we're not. 32 out of 34 and 57 out of 47. Let's just go over here and hope... What did that hit? It looks like did it miss? Oh, it's an EMP bomb. Oh, it targeted my sensors. Why are you targeting my sensors, man? We're in a nebula. We can't see anything. Okay, let's just... Oh god, we've got an entry crewman as well. Keep running, man. What health are you on? 8. Let's kill you. Damn it, we didn't kill him. That should kill... Okay, that killed him. We have to duke him. We have to duke him. It's the Mantis crewman that I'm really worried about. Ooh, I don't know if that hit. Oh, no! Oh! Okay, I'm one crewman down again. Oh, this isn't going to go well. Hit him! Oh god, yeah, I'm dead. I can't duke them hard enough! Yeah, I'm dead. God damn it! Third time's the charm, let's do this. Get some scrap, everybody to your positions, save this setup, and let's go. I know, guys, I know, it is tough, okay? With this setup, you really need to get rolling and have at least 3 crewmen. Ideally Mantis. That is not good. Yeah, let's go this way, fine. Oh, game. Why'd it have to be a Mantis ship? Okay, so, overhearing their conversation, it seems that they need to take possession of an enemy ship intact. Offer your services, leave them alone, or use the transporter, blue option, because we have transporters. Offer to board their ship. They quickly scan your ship and say, it appears you could help. A bandit has made off with some very important cargo, though I doubt they have any understanding of what it is they have stole. We need you to capture the ship intact. Agree to capture the ship. Great, we'll relay the coordinates. Remember, do not destroy the ship. We'll be right behind you. Add the quest marker on the map. Awesome. And that is over there. Okay, that's bad. It's behind the exit, so we need to make it move. We need to get it moving. Okay, this is a drone ship which has no oxygen. Yet rubber ship moves into engage. You attempt to open communications, but realise the futility of the action when you see the ship is run by an AI. So it has double laser, I hope that's only double laser, not triple laser, and a missile. We can counter the missile with a defense drone. Oh crap, right. And send you to here. Okay, that was a stupid mistake because I should have sent the boarding drone. Okay, let's let it fire one missile. Okay, good. Oh, that is a triple laser, I think. Okay, turn that off. Turn the boarding drone, send it over. Can I, if I deactivate it and activate the drone? Okay, good. If I deactivate that and activate the boarding drone? Okay, good. Let's cheese this. Deactivate the boarding drone, activate the defense drone. And again we go. Yeah, the Mantis ship, the boarding ship. This one is kind of tough to get to grips with. You really need to play... Oh, please hit. Oh, it was a miss! Oh, thank God for that. That would have hit our shields, and then we'd be in a lot of trouble. Okay, it looks like the boarding drone is on its way to the laser, to the weapon systems. Good. Deactivate that, activate that. Please hit. Okay, good. Keep going, boarding drone. Do our work. Okay, the shields are down. Boarding drone off. Defense drone on. Oh no. Oh, okay, it was a miss. Oh, you guys are doing some brilliant work here. 15% miss dodge chance. Very, very good. Okay, that off, this on. Good. Keep this going. As you can see... Come on, hit. Good. As you can see, each time we damage one of these subsystems, oh, their hull is going to take damage. Now you might think they don't have enough subsystems. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Damn it. Get in there and repair it. That's going to be very slow repair. The defense drone was too far away to target it. But yeah, these systems will slowly repair themselves. So even though there's not enough subsystems on here to deal enough damage to the hull, when they get repaired, the drone will just go back and target them. So guys, come on. And come on, drone! Okay, good. Okay, yes, the missiles are flying. That means our attack drone can just stay there. Their missile or their laser will not get through. Did we take any damage? Yeah. It looks like the room... Oh, you took damage because it was a missile and it hit you in the face. Sorry, buddy. Go back and heal. Then you go over there, and then you go here. Okay, awesome. And this looks like a win, hopefully. So, just fast forward, I guess. We're going to be here a while. Bye, drone! You did us proud! And there we go. 1 fuel, 1 drone part, which will replace one of the 2 drone parts that we spent, and 19 scrap. Done. Nice. Juan, get back to the sensor suite. Can we upgrade our shields? That will take 100 scrap to upgrade the shields, but then it'll also take power. And that will require 50 to upgrade the engines. So, yeah, we can't upgrade yet. Not to mention, I prefer to buy another crewman in the shop. And yeah, this drone here, we can't get him back. Even though it wasn't destroyed, we don't get that drone back. You only get it back if you have a specific augmentation. So distress beacon, yeah, we can see there's no distress and no shot down there. So let's go here, then there, then there, then here, then here, then there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is going to be just in time to do that route. So what distress is this? Appears distress beacon, blah blah, looking for single life form. Okay, we're doing this one again. Ooh, no. You find a man living alone in a cave. From the appearance of his wrecked ship, it seems he's been here for many years. He looks healthy, but his mental state is questionable. Okay, again, risking the crew. Bring him back to the ship, risk it for a biscuit. Oh, nice. He seems to improve immensely upon getting back to the ship. It might take him a while for him to truly be well again, but until then, he seems happy to serve as a member of your crew. Charlie, thank you very much for not killing one of my crewmen when you got back, which was one of the outcomes that could have been. Oh man, okay. How's your upgrading going? If you go here. Okay, Charlie, you're going to be running the engines, which will increase our dodge chance. But when we board a ship, you will be coming with us. How quickly can you get to the teleporter? Only a little bit slower. It's not bad. So yeah, Charlie, you're going to be part of our boarding crew. Let's head to there, there in the back. Okay. What have we got? A small merchant ship messages you. Underground Federation comm channels are all talking about your secret mission. Let us install a weapon to help. Good luck. Hull smasher laser and 7 scrap. Thank you very much. That requires 2 power. It fires 2 shots. That's impressive. It fires 2 shots, does 1 damage on each shot, but does double damage if you hit the ship in a room that doesn't have a subsystem. So if you hit one of these empty rooms with the laser, you'll do double damage. So that is definitely worth upgrading the weapons. Absolutely. Now we can power the laser and put auto fire on, depower it. Awesome. So that's actually a really good laser. 2 power for 2 shots. That is really good. What's the charge time? Charge time's 14 seconds, so not great. I'll give it that much. But at least it gives us an option. At least it means that ships with 1 layer of shielding we can beat. 2 levels is another matter. Come to think of it, I just realised both times when I died from sending my crewman over, I should have sent the anti-personnel drone over there as well to fight and help. Maybe I will do that in future. I really should have done that. But that's cool. Let's go to a store. We do not have any money. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll put the rebel fleet here at number 5. I wonder if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do that instead, I think. Let's go to the Nebula. Slow them down. Ooh, what have we got? You jump into the middle of a plasma storm. Multiple recently incapacitated ships loom in the shadows, briefly illuminated by the lightning. Manually search the wreckage for survivors and equipment. Avoid the risk and wait to jump away unscathed. Well, obviously we're going to search the wreckages. Now, it doesn't say the crewmen are searching it. It just says you want to get nearby and check them out. So, awesome, we win. Whatever that dice roll was, we won it. Most of the debris is hardly even usable as scrap. However, you eventually find an intact weapon that can be mounted onto your ship. Firebomb and 16 scrap. Now the firebomb and this region's danger is inside nebula. Your sensors will not be functional. Yeah, we know that. But the rebel fleet will advance more slowly. Yeah, we knew that. This section of the nebula is experiencing a plasma storm. Your main reactor can only function at half capacity. So yeah, when you're fighting an enemy in this region, you and the enemy will only have half the power you normally would. And we don't have enough power to jump away because the engines are down. But yeah, the firebomb's pretty good. It's actually a really good tactic. Unfortunately, it uses missiles, which we don't have. But it's a really good tactic if I had missiles to teleport onto their ship, fire a firebomb into one of their rooms. They're going to be busy dealing with me, or they're going to have to target the fire, but they can't deal with both. Another good tactic would be if I had rock crewmen that are immune to fire, I can shoot a firebomb, set the room on fire, and teleport a rock crewman into the room that's on fire. And they're going to be immune to damage, but the people that go in there are going to be taking extra damage from the combat and the fire. So let's jump away to this distress beacon. Yeah, we're fine. Let's go to this beacon. You locate a nearby human mining colony where an unknown disease has spread virulently. They are setting up a quarantine to contain it, but a riot has broken out. Nope, not going to do it. Sending your crew to help control the crowds, not going to do it. I believe the NG crewman can go down there and calm them down because he's a robot and he's immune to the virus, but your crew will very likely die if you try to do this. So ignore their request and move on. Sorry, buddy. Unfortunately, your mission is too important and you're not willing to risk your crew. You prepared to move on. Damn stripe, not willing to risk my crew. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we should be fine. I just want to double check in case I screw up. So what have we got? I would actually be willing to buy a slave. You recognise the ship is a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you labourers for cheap. Yes, I would be willing to buy a slave. Don't judge me. Attack the slaver scum or ignore him. We don't have the money to buy Roper, the NG, which would have been perfect for the previous encounter, but let's attack him. He's a slaver, so if we manage to kill everybody on the ship, we might be able to find a slave that we can actually rescue. So let's attack.
And another dog! What the hell is happening? Oh.
It's time for any fire around our base.
Engine overheating, okay, store the water in the engine, look at that.
So we and another dog's involved.
You guys know why I wasn't bothering to kill the dogs. You're going peaceful. Guys, this is the most difficult mission for me at least because there are so many occasions when you can die in a matter of seconds.
Take them out one by one.
We're doing okay for now.
Alex, fine, wait.
For now. Oh my God.